Volodymyr Zelenskyy flew to Brussels from Paris with French President Emmanuel Macron. The Ukrainian leader was greeted in the European Parliament with applause and cheers. Volodymyr Zelenskyy began his speech with gratitude to the European Union for the assistance that the member states have provided to Kyiv since the beginning of Russia's full-scale invasion of Ukraine. The president stressed that Ukraine's struggle is a struggle for the freedom of all of Europe.
For the first time in its history, the European Union is providing military assistance of such magnitude, and for the first time in history, I believe it is preparing a positive assessment of internal reforms in a European country that is defending itself in this all-out war, and at the same time, while fighting, modernizing its institutions. We are getting closer to the European Union. Ukraine will be a member of the European Union. A victorious Ukraine, a member of the European Union, a victorious European Union. We are defending ourselves against the most anti-European force in the modern world. We are defending ourselves. We, Ukrainians, are on the battlefield with you.
The Ukrainian side insists that the talks on Ukraine's accession to the EU should start as soon as possible, Zelenskyy said. Roberta Metsola, the president of the European Parliament, said that Ukraine's accession to the EU will be the fastest in history.
We know the sacrifice that your people have endured for Europe, and we must honor it not only with words, but with action, with the political will to ensure easier trade and with the fastest possible accession process.
In addition, Metsola urged EU leaders to provide Ukraine with long-range systems and fighter jets.
And now, states must consider quickly, as a next step, providing long-range systems and the jets that you need to protect the liberty too many have taken for granted.
Poland is ready to provide Ukraine with fighter jets, said Prime Minister Mateusz Morawiecki. There is one condition.
We will respond positively, provided that those who have the most of these jets and have the most modern ones will be able to give them to Ukraine. Poland will definitely not be in the first line, because we do not have enough fighter jets ourselves. That's why we ordered the new ones.
On the sidelines of the summit, the president of Ukraine held a group meeting with all European leaders. And afterwards, Zelenskyy said, Ukraine expects big changes in military aid.
I am most inspired by the statements that Europe will be with us until our victory. I've heard it from the leaders of some countries. I am very grateful. I've heard from some European leaders about their readiness to give us the necessary weapons, including aircraft. I have a number of bilaterals now. We are going to raise the issue of the fighter jets and other aircraft. So we continue our work here in Brussels.
In addition, the EU is preparing a 10th package of sanctions against Russia, which will include new export restrictions, as well as a number of measures against the Kremlin propagandists.
This will further starve Russia's military machine and continue to shake the foundation of its economy. And indeed, today, you see we are one family, we have one vision, and family members help each other. You can count on us.
The European Union will help Ukraine as much as necessary, it says in a fragment of the final statement of the leaders of the EU summit published by the Associated Press. According to the agency, German Chancellor Olaf Scholz will send Zelenskyy, quote, a signal of unity and solidarity from the bloc. And according to the Office of the President, the issue of providing long-range weapons and fighter jets to Ukraine has already been resolved. Volodymyr Zelenskyy concluded his speech with the words "Glory to Ukraine." In response, the European Parliament members responded, "Glory to the heroes."
Slava Ukraini!
Reported by Roman Smoler, Krystyna Dąbrowska, UATV News.